phone wasn't on over there. Let me put this. Hello guys, welcome back to another stream with Ramsay, and here we are, Germany against the likes of France. What a big watch along we will be having for today. What a big watch along. Are the Germans going to be making that into the finals? Are the Germans going to be making that into the finals or not? This is the third place semi-finals, third place finals for the Nations League, and there is a poll over here that who will win today. We will be having the watch along of Germany and France, and we'll be making the predictions of that with the lineups on place and who will be winning that third spot. Will the Germans be able to get some medals? Because since 2014, the Germans haven't been getting a single trophy. Will that be? Let me put that poll over there. Yes, who wins today, Germany or France? Or this is going to be extra time. The live poll has been pinned on the chat. Give your votes on that poll which has been pinned, and let me put a Q&A over here. Who will be the first goal scorer? Let me put that Q&A over here. Who will be the first goal scorer? Wirtz, Mbappe, Fulkrug, other? Who will score first tonight? Who will score first tonight? There was some sort of disturbances with the microphone, and hope we have been able to recover with that, and now our audio is quite audible over here. So we have put that Q&A over here, that who will score first tonight. That is also the big question, and the another poll is there, that who wins today. These are the two things which has been put on the live chat, and you can give your votes over there. But look at the lineups. We will be making the predictions of this game, France against Germany, and then we'll be moving on to the watch along. What are your predictions? Give your votes as well as your comments on the chat section, and let us make those predictions with the lineups. Look at that. France are having those injuries. It is the likes of Clement Lenglet as well as Barcola and Dembele. My goodness, look at that. Dembele is out for injuries. My goodness, it is a big disheartening warning. Oh my god, look at that. It is Lenglet who is on an injury. Barcola is not available, as well as the likes of Dembele. He is also not available for today's game. My goodness, what a big clash it was, France and Spain, for the previous game. Barcola, though he wasn't that significant, but Dembele, my goodness, Didier Deschamps was saying that the Ballon d'Or winner as well as the contender from France, it will be the likes of Dembele and the likes of Kylian Mbappé. But no, Dembele is out for injury. That is some sort of hip injury, and Dembele is back to PSG. Barcola is also having that injury, and he is also back to PSG. Clement Lenglet is also on those injuries. My goodness, what is that going to be? What is that going to be? If you are from the continent, you can watch this game on those Sony Live platform, and if you don't want to shell out those bucks, those cheeky picky links are also available. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, who will win today? Is it the likes of the Germans, or it is the likes of the France? Didier Deschamps, man, are they going to be winning that? Are they going to be winning that? Let me put that. But look at this lineup. Didier Deschamps again has brought in Cherki on the mid page. What a brilliant performance it was from Rayan Cherki. If he is going to Manchester City the next season, Rayan Cherki, what the hunger and the need of the goals, which was quite evident with Rayan Cherki. What a class performance. The goal which he had, he got that on his left footer, the shot which was being taken from the edge of the box. Rayan Cherki was the man against Spain, but France were expecting to get some sort of comebacks against Spain, but Spain didn't give any scope of equalizers. Whenever France were getting those goals back with those 3-0 down, it was the likes of Spain who were having those edges. But then also it is a different story, and the likes of Kolo Muani on the right wings, and Thuram is there. Thuram will be playing against the likes of Jonathan Tah, Kimmich, Kimmich and Thuram, that will be a rivalry which will be definitely be talked about because it is the likes of Bayern against Inter which happened, and Thuram has got that edge over there. But will Thuram be the man? Because it is his father, the legendary Thuram, who was about to be complaining about Didier Deschamps not picking up Thuram in the lineups. That is what the things has been much annoying for the Frenchman and Didier Deschamps. Will this be the last meeting where Didier Deschamps and France are holding on together? Will Zinedine Zidane be coming today? But that will be a factor only to be deciding if France are not going to win the third place. Because in the FIFA ranking, it is France who is still at the number 3rd spot, whereas the Germans, who have clinched some points in the table, crawling to the 10th spot. The Germans are the major dogs, big dogs of football from Europe in those World Cup stages as well as those nation leagues. But the Germans hasn't yet got a clinch of the Nations League trophy, not even once since 2018. Nations League has been over there, but the Germans hasn't been winning that. Let me just share those cheeky piggy links as well. Yes, it has been shared. You can avail those from our social media platforms. Those cheeky piggy links has been shared and you can watch it from there as well. But look at that, Rayan Cherki with the likes of Kylian Mbappé and Chouameni on the mid pitch. Oh my goodness, it is Rabiot. Didier Deschamps is not getting rid of Rabiot because it is the trust which Didier Deschamps is always having on the pitch, and it is the likes of Rabiot where Didier Deschamps is not even being able to get rid of him for not a single game, because Didier Deschamps is having those big trust. First 10 minutes we'll be analyzing the France lineup, next 10 minutes we'll be analyzing the German lineups, and later we will be moving on to the predictions, and after that we will be having the watch along. What are your views as well as your opinions about that? Do give your votes on that poll section. And let me just share that. But look at that. It is from the center backs where Lenglet is not there. And it is Bade and Hernandez. I mean, Theo Hernandez was there for the previous meetup. But it is Lucas Hernandez who has been picked on the center backs. My goodness, look at that. Didier Deschamps has got those changes. It is Dean on the left backs. It is Gusto on the right backs. Didier Deschamps has got those changes because the unavailability of Lenglet injured, Barcola back to PSG of injury, Dembele back to injury. I mean, Didier Deschamps has got those changes. But talking about the head-to-head comparisons between Germany and France, for the past 2 meetings, the Germans are definitely undefeated. But in the Euros, in the group stages, it was in 2021 where France has got those consecutive 2 wins. That was a big one. It was then back-to-back 2 draws. Again, France winning that. On all comparison, France has won it 5 times, where the Germans has won it 4 times, and 2 times it has been a draw. For the past 11 meetings head-to-head, France and Germany, France have won it 5 times, Germans have won it 4 times, and it has been a 2-2 draw. That has been the story. That has really been the story. It will be definitely much annoying if the Germans are not going to get a single medal at least at their home, because the matches are all being played at the German soil, and the Germans are not going to get anything with that. It will be a big upsetting move. It will be definitely a big upsetting move. But look at that. It is again some sort of, look at that. It is again some sort of different tactical aspect over here. I mean, in the lineups, Thuram is there on the striking options. Mbappe is there on the striking options. Mbappe and Thuram will be most lying on the forwards, with Mbappe getting those fluidity on the left wings. But Rayan Cherki, the man, he will be seen moving everywhere on the pitch. And as well, it is the likes of Chouameni and Rabiot who will be there. But oh my goodness, that is going to be a big one. This is going to be a big one. Chouameni is there on the mid pitch. He will be playing mostly on those center backs as well as on those anchorman defensive midfield positions. But how is that going to be? How is that going to be true? Are things really going to be making that big? Are things really going to be making that big? France definitely has that positive edge over here. Look at that. France definitely has that positive edge over here. It is on the substitutions where they have got Benjamin Pavard, Konate is there, Kalulu is there, Theo Hernandez, Cone not being picked in the starting lineups, whereas Cone has been the preferable choice for Deschamps, but this time it is Chouameni over here. But look at that, on the mid pitch, it is likes of Guendouzi, Zaire Emery, and Koun who are there available for that. It is going to be a big one. This game is going to be a big one. No denying the fact. Germans will be fighting to get any sort of relief with that, because now we will move on to the lineups of the Germans. Look at that. The lineup which they are having. It is Rom who has been picked on the left backs. It was the previous meeting where Mittelstadt was picked against the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal. But now Germany with Julian Nagelsmann, the error which he made in the previous meetup against Portugal, playing with those three centre backs, and it was the likes of Koch, it was Jonathan Tah and Anton, but the injuries of Rudiger, the injuries of Jamal Musiala Bambi, the injuries of Schotterbeck, the injuries of Kai Havertz, there has been major injury aspects related to Germans as well, and the struggling forms of Serge Gnabry as well as the likes of Leroy Sané. It has been a bit annoying. Adeyemi, what is he proving in the squad most of the times? He is that young player in the squad, but then also it hasn't been that big moments for Adeyemi to be talking about. Fulkrug now being given that number 9, but it is also the likes of Smalling who is missing from the squad, and now Voltemade and Fulkrug will be leading that with this. Look at that. This game is going to be revealing many things about the likes of Julian Nagelsmann as well as the future of Didier Deschamps to be talking about for the next stages in the 2026 World Cup. Will Didier Deschamps be leading that, and will Nagelsmann be leading this team? That will be the big question, and it will be most of the things which will be coming in clear after this. Most of the things will be coming in clear after this. Look at that. Oh my goodness, there are some sort of changes as well. The injury updates of Jamal Musiala Bambi is definitely going to be big causing with that, because Florian Wirtz got that marvelous goal. I mean, in the Euros, it was that 7-second goal. Florian Wirtz got it against the likes of France, the last meeting where the things were looking it good. Florian Wirtz getting those assists from Toni Kroos and scoring in the first 7 seconds. Florian Wirtz is that player who is definitely capable of making that big. But how are the things going to be looking that? Who will be making those assists to Florian Wirtz? Who will be making those assists to Adeyemi? Who will be making those assists? I mean, the creativity on the mid pitch from this German squad is definitely going to be very much annoying. No denying the fact, the creativity from the mid pitch with this German squad will be definitely very much critical to watch into that. How are things going to be shaping up? Germans with this midfield, are they going to be coping up the aspects of Rayan Cherki, the strikes of Mbappe, Kolmani, Thuram? Will the mid pitch of Goretzka and Pascal Gross be good enough to defend that? How are things going to be? Oh my goodness. Look at that hilarious lineup Julius Nagelsmann has got into it. I mean, this is going to be really a bad aspect. This is really going to be a bad aspect if the Germans are not getting a single medal at their home. I don't wish that to be happening, but it is going to be a sad story for the Germans if this game is going up to those 90 minutes, if this game is going up to those stoppage time, those extra time, or to those penalties. It could be a different decision, but it was the likes of France who got that many goals against the likes of Spain. It was happening. They have got those attacks. The injuries are there, a bit concerning, but then also it is the likes of France who has got that extra bit of advantage over the likes of the Germans. No denying the fact, because it is the likes of Koch and Jonathan Tah, and it is the likes of Ter Stegen who will be defending the nets. But this game is going to be a big upsetting moments. From my predictions, this game is really going to be a big upsetting moments. No denying the fact it will be a big upset which the Germans are going to be facing that. No one can stop that because from the mid pitch it is Goretzka and Pascal Gross who has been picked that. It is definitely going to be a big upsetting moments. And yes, give your votes on that poll section, those of you who are watching this. Is it going to be Germany? Is it going to be France? Or this game is going to be extra time? Give your votes on that poll section which has been pinned. How are things going to be shaping up for today? We made the predictions of this, and in the next 10 minutes, we will be making the watch along as well as those questions which will be coming on to the mind of the fans. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Who will win it tonight? Is that, oh my goodness, the first vote which we have got is for Germany winning that. My goodness, guys are still believing that with this mid pitch, it is the likes of the Germans who are going to be winning it. How can you just afford to think like that? How are you people going to be thinking like that? Oh my goodness, again a vote has come in for France. Again a vote has come in for France. And on the other hand, there is also that vote that this game is going on to that extra time. We have got that 33% votes for Germany to be winning that. We have got that 33% vote for the French to be winning that. And now, and look at that, it is now the referee who is going to be a bit critical. It is the man, this man is going to be the official referee for today. Ivan Kurziliak is the man. He will be the referee for today. Give your votes, guys. And those of you who are giving your votes, 33% votes have gone in for Germany winning that. 33% votes on that live chat has gone for France winning that. And 33% votes has gone in for that extra time. But there is also a Q&A over here that who will score first tonight? Will it be the story where the Germans are going to be scoring first? Will that be the story Kylian Mbappé scoring first? But it is this man, Ivan Kurziliak, who is the referee for today on the pitch. Ivan Kurziliak is the referee for today's game. It is 10 more minutes. We have made the predictions of this game. It is going to be a tough game and the Germans will be tested at their soil again. It will be a tough game and the Germans will be tested on their soil again. But look at that. Ivan Kurziliak, the referee on the page, will he be making some sort of disappointments? Again, moving back to the lineups, I am much more interested in those lineup things which come into it. Look at that. It is all the way for France. They have been, it is the likes of Joshua Kimmich against the likes of Kolo Muani. What will be that happening? Kolo Muani has got that 4 goals and 1 assist. Joshua Kimmich has got 2 assists and the likes of, 2 goals and 6 assists. Florian Wirtz, to be talking about him, has got the likes of 3 assists and 4 goals. Florian Wirtz is that player, whereas the likes of Lucas Dean is the player, he has got that 3 assists. The comparison of both the teams in terms of their goals and assists. Dembele was the man with 2 goals, but he is out with injuries, back to PSG. Dennis Undav is the man, he has got 3 goals in the UEFA Nations League. Dennis Undav is the man, he is that capable. And it is likes of Nicholas Füllkrug who has got a single goal for Germans. And Rabiot, on the other hand, the experienced man, has got 2 goals. This is the story which is looking in good. But let me tell one more story over here. It is the matches where Joshua Kimmich is leading with 749, whereas Mike Magnan is leading with 810 matches. These are the 2 featured players. Germans against the likes of French, this is going to be. So who is going to be winning that? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Who is finally going to get that 3rd bronze medal live over here? Give your votes. But it is the likes of Ivan Kurziliak, the referee on the pitch. Will there be some sort of disappointments which this referee will be making? Will there be some sort of disappointments which this referee will be making tonight? Look at that. Ivan Kurzak, the referee on the pitch, will he be making any sort of disappointments for today? That will also be a big aspect to watch. And another stats of this game to be talking about in the analysis of both the teams. I mean, the lineups are looking good. Just look at that. It is the lineups which is definitely looking good for France over here. But how are things going to be taking that? Will the likes of Florian Wirtz be getting that 7 seconds goal again? Will that be the thing happening? Will that be the thing happening? Will that be the thing happening? Will Florian Wirtz be getting that 7 seconds goal, miraculous goal which happened for Florian Wirtz? Will that be happening? All the win probability is for France to be getting that. All the win probability, it is for France to be getting that. No denying the fact the display which the Frenchman has shown in, it is going to be definitely France who are going to be making that, because Germans in the mid pitch, look at that. From where is the creativity be coming in? Rom is there, he will be staying high up. Ademi is there, not dropping to the defense. Goretzka and Gross on the mid pitch. Gross will be the man moving high up, or it is the likes of Goretzka. But on the other hand, from the French team, look at that. It is Chouameni who is there, and Bade as well as Hernandez. The three of them will be definitely moving that. But Didier Deschamps, why has he dropped Konate from the squad? That thing is definitely not clear on my mind. And it was Kalulu who was there beside Konate on the right backs, but now it is Gusto and Bade. And on the centre backs, it was Hernandez and Dean. In the previous game, it was the elder brother Theo Hernandez who was there, but now it is Lucas Hernandez on the left, centre backs, along with the likes of Dean is there. Rabiot is the man on the mid pitch. Didier Deschamps is not losing Hadion Rabiot anyway. Didier Deschamps is not losing. Those of you who are watching, guys, give your votes. Who will win tonight? Is it the likes of Germany? Is it the likes of France? Or this is going to be to this extra time? Or those penalty shootouts is going to be the decider? We have made the predictions of this game. We have definitely made the predictions of this game. And those of you who are joining it late can watch that scrolling back the timeline. You can watch back scrolling back the timeline. Yes, you can watch out from there. Look at that. Let me just pop out this one. Let me put that live chat. Oh my goodness, 33% votes are coming in for France, 33% votes coming in for Germans, and 33% still believing that this game is going into that extra time. How is that going to be? How is that going to be? Soon the game is going to be beginning. Just 4 minutes left into this. And tonight also there is Portugal and Spain for the finals. Cristiano Ronaldo against the likes of Lamine Yamal. The playlist is also there available on the channel. You can watch it from there. But it will be a tough game. Germans on the mid pitch. It is, will they be able to stop Rayan Cherki? Will they be able to stop the likes of Kylian Mbappé? Look at that lineup. France are no doubt are having those injuries of Barcola, Dembele and Lenglet not available, but then also Didier Deschamps has got that big bank of players available to get those substitutions as well. On the centre backs, Pavard, Konate, Kalulu, Theo Hernandez, 4 options. On the mid pitch, Kohn, Guendouzi, Zaire Emery, 3 best options. Guendouzi is the man who will be not seen much. But on the attacks, it is Desire Doué and Michael Olise. Michael Olise has got that drop from the squad. In the previous matchup, it was Mikel Olise who was there in the starting, but the excellent and marvelous showpiece of Rayan Cherki, that fluidity on the mid-pitch as well as those goals which he has scored It was tremendous, and that is the reason why Didier Deschamps, with that huge bank of players in his bag, is picking now Rayan Cherki. But Rayan Cherki has got those Manchester City transfer rumors. Is that going to be true or not? All will be decided after this game. Didier Deschamps having his future with France, will that be also the deciding factor? And Julian Nagelsmann, who has been taking Germany up to those semi-finals, quarterfinals for the past two major knockout tournaments, that will also be the next aspect to watch, that whether Julian Nagelsmann is going to be carrying Germany further after this, because it is that 2026 World Cup. Julian Nagelsmann is having those contracts. Whether it will be true or not, whether it is going to be definitely good or not. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes, guys. Give your votes. How are things going to be making that? Give your votes on that poll which has been pinned on the chat. Germany, France, and the likes of the last time where the lineups are now being analyzed. It is the last time. Look at that. Germany with this lineup. Oh my goodness. Look at the lineup. Ademi is there. Wirtz, Ultimate, Fulkrug, Goretzka, Pascal Gross. But will the likes of Robin Koch and the likes of Jonathan Tah be good enough to defend the likes of Rayan Cherki and Mbappe on the move? Already Ademi and Pascal Gross are having those words on the page. Look at that. It is already Ademi and Gross who are having those. The players are now seen taking those last photo of their squad. That pic has been taken. The Frenchmen are now seen taking their last pic of the squad. But it is this man, the referee, who will be definitely looked upon for today's game. Ivan Kuzilic, the referee on the pitch, he will be making that good or not is also the big question. Now is having those two captains, Kimmich and Mbappe, with the referee. They both are listening to him, and the final toss for that pitch and that match ball, who is going to play with that first? It is Joshua Kimmich who has won that toss. It is Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich has won that toss, and Ivan Kurzelik, the referee, has done that toss, and Kimmich has won that. It will be definitely officially the ball will be in his hand. But now the lineups of France over here, my goodness, look at that. Thuram, Kolumwani, Cherki, Mbappe, four of them. Such a tremendous attacking quadro. Who will stop Kolumwani? It will be the likes of Thuram, who will be up against Kimmich. It will be the likes of left back Rom, who will be up against the likes of Kolumwani. The speed is the factor. The speed is the factor. But it was the likes of Florian Wirtz and Rayan Cherki. These two men will be seen doing most of those miracles on the mid pitch. How are things going to be turning that? The game is about to begin. Any second the game is going to be beginning. Ivan Kurzelik, the referee, is now setting the linesman good. He has blown the whistle. Voldemort passing back to Robin Koch. No, it is Rom. Rom has given the ball. Long one for Ademi. Fulkrug was there for that deflection, but not collecting the ball. Now it is Hernandez clearing that. Oh my goodness, look at that first time move. It is the likes of Kylian who is staying high up. Kylian is there staying high up against the likes of Jonathan Tah. Look at that. Kylian is staying high up with the likes of Jonathan Tah. It is that early advantage which the Germans tried to take with that kickoff. But 42 seconds, the 7-second marvelous goal from Wirtz, which happened against France. But this time it hasn't. It's already 51 seconds. Will that early goal come in? It is Pascal Gross now getting that to ultimate. It is Goretzka on the right mid-pitch moving in. Pascal Gross is staying on the left part of the mid-pitch. Passing that to Koch. Joshua Kimmich, look at that. It is Florian Wirtz who is available there on the far wings, but no one is paying that hit. It is to Voltemade. Hit that, Voltemade. What have you done? It was a big opportunity for Voltemade in just 1 minute to score a goal past Mike Magnan. My goodness, Voltemade again is proving that in this major tournaments, he is not the man of the choice. Florian Wirtz this time. Again passing that Pascal Gross to the far post. Ademi, will he get a touch? You can't afford to miss those. You can't afford to miss those. Look at that. Full crew got that assist to Voltemade. It was a good pass and Voltemade was there inside the box, close to the penalty spot, one-on-one against Mike Magnan, but he hits that shot straight to Mike Magnan. How could you afford to do that? This is definitely not the thing which you need to be doing that. It was the likes of those big opportunities against the likes of Portugal which were missed time and again, and now it is again Voltemade mixing that. I am really out of my mind how to just console myself. Look at that, the kickoff has happened and there were two big opportunities which the Germans could have capitalized, but it hasn't happened. In just under 2 minutes, it was those big opportunities which the Germans could have capitalized, but it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened. Oh my God. It is wrong now down on the page. What has happened to him? 3 minutes into that watch, it is that mentality which the Germans are showing, that because in the past 2 fixtures they have got those wins, but the goal conversions which Julian Nagelsmann was demanding and Voltemade getting that, again he has missed it. Team Glindins, the man needed to be picked up. Jonathan Tah, now this time to Rom. Wirtz, what a pass that is. Mid-pitch. Full crew getting that to Goretzka. Slow and low move from Goretzka. He was good that. Colomani just didn't get that interception. Now it is to Gross. Changing the wings. Rom high up on the left wings. Passes that back. Jonathan Tah. It is that Sunday afternoon where at the German soil, if you are not getting that third bronze medal at least, it would be a big shameful one. And the way you are missing that inside the box, it is going to be a bad aspect. Florian Wirtz again. Was that Goretzka? Ademi, take that shot. Again, a shot to be taken. My God. Ademi, full crew, again missing it. Is this game going to be ending like that? We are winning it, everything. Whatever is coming inside the box. Again, Ademi, inside the box. Goretzka taking a shot. My goodness. 4 or 5 chances in a matter of just 5 minutes. The starting of this game and everything. You can't, oh my goodness, everything is happening inside the box. The misses are looking bad happening in the box. I need to hide my face. I really need to hide my face with that. For today, I would really want to be hiding my face for that. No denying the fact. It is that shameful thing which is going to be Florian Wirtz again taking that cross inside the box. But now it is the likes of Dean who is moving on. Passing that to Rayan Cherki. Is the man available for those passes. He gives that to Colomani, but a foul on the mid-page. But the referee asked for the game to continue on. Wrong this time. Those were big opportunities which the Germans have missed. Look at that. You can't deny that. 2 of those shots which were being taken, 1 on target so far, but I would consider that it is a big miss. Voltemade again missing that. It is a big miss. It is a big miss which has happened. It is a big miss which has happened. It is again to Voltemade. This time Ademi. Ademi is there inside the box. Make a shot. Make a shot again. Straight into the hands of Mike Magnan. What is this Ademi and Voltemade doing? Not being able to take a shot apart from hitting Mike Magnan. every shots you are taking, and it is straight going into the body of Mike Magnan. What is this? Adeyemi and Voltemad making that in the score for today's game. How are things going to be cropping up? In just 5 minutes again, these are those conversions where the experience, that is what we were saying it from the start of the stream, the lack of experience in the forwards is where the Germans are lying. They have been making that on the mid pitch somehow or the other, but the things is that the misses which Adeyemi and the likes of Voltemad are making it, you can't afford to win games in this stage of the tournament if you are going to playing that. Wirtz again, Voltemad this time. Wirtz is making the creativity on the mid pitch. Now he has got that to Goretzka. Wirtz now making that to the left wings. Rom with a cross inside the box. Denied. It was Gusto who denied that. But look at that. It is Goretzka down on the mid pitch. I mean, you can't afford to get any more creativity from the mid pitch if things are going to be making like that. You can't afford to make those. Look at that. Adeyemi taking those shots straight into the hands of Magnan. It is like some Voltemad making those shots straight into the hands of Magnan. It is quite evident that the players are not having those mentality good enough. It will be a big mess. It will be a big mess. If now France are going to be settling onto the pitch and making those goals, it will be a big loss. Big loss. 8 minutes into this game, look at the stats of that. Already 5 shots being taken, 2 of the big chances, 2 targets, 2 shots on target and straight. Look at these stats over here. 5 shots taken, 2 on target, 2 big chances, and being missed badly by Adeyemi and the likes of Voltemad. But still, it is 82 more minutes. 8 minutes are up. Now it is Colomwani 1-on-1 up against Rom. Big chances missed, guys. Big chances missed. If you are going to be missing that, these are definitely those big chances. You need to come up big, my boys. Mbappe now passing that to Bade. This time Gusto. Gusto gets that to the mid page. Rayan Cherki, he is moving that. Cherki has got that creativity inside the box. He goes, he passes that. It was for Thuram, but no deflection from the likes of Pascal Gross. Gross got that deflection from the mid page. Those of you who are watching, give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. How are things going to be making that? Such type of misses on the pitch is going to be really bad. It is again to Füllkrug. Look at that. Voltemade is not even making those runs. He is getting so slow on the pitch. It was Füllkrug moving high up. Jonathan Tah this time getting that to Rom. Again passes that to Koch. Kimmich. The possession is there with the Germans so far. They have been able to penetrate inside the box, but the goals hasn't been coming for them. The goals hasn't been coming for them. That is the reason where the things have been really narrow for the Germans to win a major trophy like that. Ivan Kurzilek, the referee, now giving the ball back to the Germans for the game to continue. Look at that. It is a slow move. Gross has given that ball to Rabiot. Mbappe taking that to the far post. Jonathan Tah finally gets that. Wirtz has got that. A long ball it is. Adeyemi being tackled bad by Dean. Dean is the man. He will be getting that yellow card. It is that first yellow card, and the French lineups on their defensive aspect are seen struggling it, whereas the German strikers are continuously losing away those balls inside the box straight into the hands of Magnan. But this time, Adeyemi was there. He was tackled by Dean. Dean was holding Adeyemi straight onto his jersey. That was a foul. Adeyemi has been fouled, and a yellow card that is for Lucas Dean. Ivan Kurzele giving the first card of this game, and it is for Frenchman Lucas Dean on the left back. Who is going to take that free kick? Rom or Joshua Kimmich? Kimmich takes that. Lofted one. Low lofted one. A header from Rabiot, I guess. But at the cost of a corner incoming. Already 13 minutes into this, and 5 shots Germans have taken. 2 on target. And 2 big chances missed. Big saddening story if Nagelsmann is going to get any upsets after this performance. Again, a corner going to coming in. Joshua Kimmich this time raises his hand, takes that to the far post. Bait far. That corner from Kimmich was bit far, and it was nowhere near to be taken that. And yes, those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Who will win today on that poll section? My goodness, look at that. Kylian Mbappé now this time up against Koch. Inside the box he goes. Rayan Cherki, the man he is trying to find. Interception coming in from Jonathan Tah. This is the thing which was missing against the likes of Portugal. 3 centre backs playing. It was Julian Nagelsmann who played with 3 centre backs, and it was Jonathan Tah who was exposed. He is not that good enough to be playing with that formation. But now with that 4-2-3-1, Germans are getting that creativity, they are getting it into the box, but the attacking aspects of the strikers, they are missing it anything inside the box like hell. Especially to talk about Voltemed and the likes of Adeyemi, who has both missed 2 big chances. Otherwise, the scoreline would have been 2-0. Now it is Rom again. Voltemed, will he take a shot or header? Denied. It was Bade, was the center back from the Frenchman. Oh my god, it wasn't Bade, it was Hernandez. Lucas Hernandez got that deflection with that header. Otherwise, it would have been another big opportunity for Voltemed to be getting that ball into the nets. But will Voltemed be able to get it into the nets? Gusto this time passes back to Magnan. Hernandez speeding high up. Hernandez has sensed that it is a mid-pitch interception. Rayan Cherki has got that mid-pitch interception, and it is Pascal Gross who has found that spot. Rayan Cherki is now being man-marked by Pascal Gross on the pitch, and Pascal Gross has got that beautiful interception without any tackle to Rayan Cherki. This game one-on-one is looking quite good. One-on-one tackles being made, and the duels which are being won by individual players. Rayan Cherki, will this be the future for Manchester City? He is getting, again, look at that. Rayan Cherki everywhere on the pitch. Now taking that throw. A pass that was for Dean, but Dean not aware of getting that soon. Robin Koch this time. Kimmich passing that high up. It is for Wirtz. It was a wonderful goal from Wirtz in the previous meetup against Portugal. Now it is Thuram. He has passed that. Dean now up against Kimmich. Dean gets that across. Inside the box goes. It is a big opportunity. Thuram has got his legs. Robin Koch getting a deflection. Now it is for Rayan Cherki. Spain are inside the box. A clinical finish and a shot to the nets would just end this game for a 1-0 in the scoreline with 16 minutes. Gusto now getting that. Goretzka getting that tackle. Now the Frenchmen are looking composed. The Frenchmen are gaining their momentum as the time is progressing. And now they are seen coming inside the box, making that good. It is for Lucas Hernandez. But what was that? Lucas Hernandez was pointing to the referee. It is Kolo Muani who is injured inside the box. It is Kolo Muani inside the box who is injured. But what has happened to him? Jonathan Tah got that header. Goretzka got some sort of body touch. Look at that. It was Robin Koch who tried to get that clearance, but Kolo Muani coming in from behind and getting that tackle. Are the Frenchmen going to get any more injury updates? Because it is already the likes of Barcola, Dembele, Lenglet on the list of injuries, which Didier Deschamps is having that. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching, we have made the predictions from the start of the stream. Those of you who are joining us, you can watch our predictions by dragging back the timeline, and you can make your predictions on that poll section. Who is going to win today, Germany, or is it going to be France, or is this game going to be up to those extra time? There is also a Q&A that who will score first tonight. And so far the stats of this game, which is revealing that the Germans have got 5 shots, 2 on target, 2 big chances, whereas the Frenchman, France, hasn't got a single shot taken so far at the MHP Arena for the 3rd place of the UEFA Nations League. Gross now getting that to Wirtz. Wirtz on the German lineup is getting that creativity. It is Adeyemi again. What is Karim Adeyemi making that? Look at that. Karim Adeyemi, what is he doing? He is a new man. He is a novice player. He is not that experienced. But on the pitch of football, if you are playing on those attacks and you are getting not those good touches inside the box, that is the reason why you have not been winning those major trophies. It is now again Fulkrug, experienced man, passing that to Voltemade. A missed pass that was. It is with those 3 striking capabilities, Voltemade, Wirtz, Adeyemi, Fulkrug, 4 of them are playing, but the shots are being taken so poor. Gusto now passing that to Chouameni. Kylian passing that high up for Gusto. Gusto is now speeding high up on the right wings. Passes that to Kolo Muani, Mbappé, Pascal Gross. A good tackle that was. Gross on the mid pitch is getting those tackles good enough for Rayan Cherki, as well as to Kylian Mbappé. He is getting those crucial interceptions in those build-ups. Kimmich this time, look at that. It is the likes of Rom who is there free on that left wings. Kimmich prefers to pass that to Pascal Gross. Jonathan Tah so high up, passing that to Rom. Rom up against the likes of Gusto, has lost the possession. Chouameni now this time France with the possession. Rabiot to Kolo Muani. Kolo Muani is progressing high up. Rabiot, Thuram, back passes that to Chouameni. Pascal Gross. Things are happening clumsy outside the box. Things are happening. Rayan Cherki takes that shot. Ter Stegen keeps that ball safe. Rayan Cherki, the man from France, taking that first shot onto the nets. Cherki took that shot in between the legs of Rom. It was Ter Stegen who was there. He just couldn't get the catch of the ball, but it was some sort of parrying movements where Ter Stegen kept that ball off the nets. Again, Cherki taking that corner. Header 8-1. Oh my goodness, it was a header to the first post. Ter Stegen kept that ball good away again. Look at that. Cherki has got that curl. Rayan Cherki getting that curl from those corners. It is now looking deadly. Florian Wirtz up against Cherki. Wirtz has won that. Wirtz has won that. He has won that tackle. Now he passes that to Adeyemi. Cross that. Change the play, man. Karim Adeyemi is solely trying to move. It is Florian Wirtz on the edge of the box. I think it is a foul. But Adeyemi, that is the lack of experience which is having. Karim Adeyemi, every time he is moving with the ball, is looking like a baby on the pitch. Karim Adeyemi, the way he is moving with the ball, he is looking like a small baby on the pitch. He is falling, he is not having that position, but somehow he is moving. And this time a foul to Florian Wirtz. A free kick has been given. Ivan Kurzilik, the referee on the pitch, this time gives that a free kick. A free kick for the Demon Shaft. A free kick that is for the Demon Shaft. It is just on the edge of the box. Mike Magnan is making his wall of defense good. He is watching that narrowly over there. Joshua Kimmich or Rom, who is going to take that free kick? Is it going to be Joshua Kimmich or is it going to be Rom? Will that be a right footer or will that be a left footer free kick set piece or Rom? No, he takes that. Wirtz taking by him. Hits the tall post of Chouameni. Kylian Mbappé now moving with that counters. Colomwani. Things are not shaping up good for France as they were not shaping up good against the likes of Spain. But they got those 4 goals. Adeyemi again. This time Goretzka high up makes that cross. It is Voltemade trying to make a shot. Adeyemi, baby shot again. The Germans with the likes of Adeyemi and Voltemade, these 2 young players, the way they are playing, it is looking really bad. It is really looking too bad. The way Voltemade and the likes of Adeyemi are playing, they are making those chances happening, but it is Gusto making that cross to the far post. Joshua Kimmich takes that interception. The player is down. Rayan Cherki has passed the ball. It is Kylian Mbappé this time. Pascal Gross again getting that interception. Look at that. Pascal Gross again getting that interception. Pascal Gross is getting those interceptions good enough. It is for Kylian Mbappé. It is for Rayan Cherki. That man on the mid page for the Demon Shaft is making and looking, counting those tackles good. But it was a foul from Dean to Adeyemi. But look at that, even Kurzelik, the referee on the pitch, not getting those cards even, because Dean, I think he is there on a yellow card. Yes, Dean is already there on a yellow card, and the way he is playing, the tackle which he made to Adeyemi, it definitely deserved another card, but he is already on a yellow. Must be a warning coming in from Ivan Kurzelik, the referee on the pitch. Cross this time. Build up looking in again for the Demon Shaft. Goretzka going for Kimmich. Kimmich goes that for Jonathan Tah. Tah to Rom. Back to Tah. Gross this time. Tah has found Nicholas Fulkrug. We are talking about those close gaps and close spaces on the mid pitch. Gross again getting that to Kimmich. I was having some sort of doubt with that player Pascal Gross with the start of the stream that whether Gross is going to be making that good on the mid pitch, but Pascal Gross has been really marvelous. 26 minutes are up. From the German side, Pascal Gross is the man who is playing that pivotal mid-pitch position, whereas Rayan Cherki, the man, he is making those fluidity in the team. But Pascal Gross is the man who is getting those interceptions to Kylian Mbappé, to to Kolomwani, as well as to Rayan Cherki on the pitch. Image goes there to the far post, high up. It is Gross. Again, look at that. Pascal Gross from the mid-pitch is seen everywhere on the pitch. But the involvement of Florian Wirtz for today's game is not happening that much. It is now Wirtz getting that, trying to get to the center of the box, but interception from Lucas Hernandez. Didier Deschamps appointing Lucas Hernandez on the centre backs because it is the likes of Florian Wirtz and the likes of Lucas Hernandez, who has been previously associated with those Bundesliga games, and the familiar players on the pitch are doing to be counting that. The only reason why Lucas Hernandez has been brought to the starting lineups, but Konate not being picked up by Didier Deschamps is a big question on my mind, that why Ibrahima Konate hasn't been picked today. Now it is Chouameni speeding high up, passing that to Dean Rabiot on the mid-pitch. Look at those movements. Rayan Cherki, look at his movement. He is moving every time. He is speeding and he is moving everywhere on the pitch. Look at that. Rayan Cherki, every time he is seen moving and he is having that fluidity. Look at that. I think Rayan Cherki, the kilometers he is traveling on for those full 90 minutes, if he is going to be playing or not, is also a big question. But it is happening. Look at that. He is asking Thuram to be making those moves. Look at that. Rayan Cherki asking Thuram to be making those moves, whereas Thuram is staying lazy. Kimmich this time getting that to Gross again. Gross finding Wirtz on the wings. Left wings this time. Wirtz is now inside the box. He is up against Gusto. He has got the possession, but Bade is the man who has got that interception. It is Kolomwani now speeding high up. A tackle that is from Rom. The referee calls for that whistle, a yellow card. David Rom now getting that second yellow card of the game. Lucas Dean, who has got that first yellow card, and now it is Ivan Kurzelik, the referee, giving that a second yellow card of this game. And now for the Demon Shaft, it is Rom who has got that second yellow. Oh my goodness, we have got that vote. It is for France, 50% vote we have got on that stream. And for Germany, 25%. And for that extra time, 25% votes which we have been getting. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching, give your votes. What will be the outcome of this game? We have made our predictions from the start of the stream. And those of you who have joined in late, you can't watch that by dragging the tram line. We made the predictions of this game a bit early to the start of the stream. Look at that. It is now Pascal Gross. Gross to Jonathan Tah. Look at the mid pitch. It is Wirtz who is dropping, and it is the likes of Fulkrug who is playing a deep laying one. Again, it is to Adeyemi. Make that shot, Adeyemi, Karim Adeyemi. When are you going to get a shot? Oh my God, a penalty has been given. Karim Adeyemi not getting a proper shot on target by his own means, but he has won a penalty. I think Ivan Kurzelik, the referee, has pointed to a penalty. It was Adeyemi who made that run good against the likes of Lucas Hernandez, but Maignan, I think he has a bad touch with, oh my goodness, Mike Maignan has got a bad touch against the likes of Adiemi. Now it is Kylian Mbappé, the captain of the France, is talking to Ivan Kurzialik. He wants to take some sort of VAR for that. A VAR now is being going to be taken. He is talking. A potential penalty check is being taken by the VAR officials. But initially it was Ivan Kurzialik has pointed to a penalty being given, but it is a potential penalty check by VAR which is going on, and Ivan Kurzialik has now suspended the game after that decision is going to be coming in. But that is poor. That is poor. Karim Adeyemi not being able to take a proper shot on target. But if he is winning that penalty, it will be a big one. Still, a check is being. Still, the check is going on. The VAR penalty check is still going on. If it is a penalty going to be taken, who will be taking that? Fulkrug or it is the likes of Ultimate? Nagelsmann on the sidelines. Julian Nagelsmann on the sidelines looking offended by the UEFA officials, but nothing is being shown on the television. What is that VR check going on? Nothing is being shown on the television right now. It is just the referee Ivan Kurzialik who is being shown on this television right now. But what is happening in those VR room? What is that VR check going on? Why is that not being shown? Why is that not being shown? Whatever those VR are being I mean those check on those VR are happening, nothing is being shown. Oh my god, Ivan Kurzialik, the referee, now making his move into those sidelines for having a check to that screen. It is that check which Ivan Kurzialik, the referee, now to the sidelines is having that on the screen. But why was that a 1 minute delay for that VR check? Oh my goodness, Karim Adeyemi, has he got a touch from Mike Magnan? Karim Adeyemi, has he got a touch from Mike Magnan? Karim Adeyemi, has he got a touch from Mike Magnan? Is it that looking good? I think the decision is being reversed. The decision is being reversed, I guess. Upon that VAR, oh my god, Karim Adeyemi has been given a yellow card for that stimulation of a penalty inside the box. Oh my goodness, Karim Adeyemi has been now shown yellow card for stimulating the game into a penalty by that fall. That was definitely the fall which Karim Adeyemi had on the pitch, and there was nothing proper touch coming in, neither from the likes of Mike Magnan, neither from the likes of Lucas Hernandez. But Adeyemi had a fall inside the box, and he has got a yellow card for stimulating the game into those penalty moments. Ivan Kurzialik making his decision good, no denying the fact, a good decision that is from Ivan Kurzialik. Karim Adeyemi being shown a yellow card. Now it is France moving on. Rayan Cherki this time getting that to Gusto inside the box. Cross from Gusto inside the nets. No. Look at that. Gusto made that chip in shot, but David Rom getting that touch to it. A deflection from him. Ball is off for a corner to be taken. Ball is off for a corner to be taken. This time, deflection coming in. Wirtz against the likes of Gusto. Liverpool against the likes of Chelsea. Gusto against the likes of Florian Wirtz. Things happening. It was the previous game where Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva were making those takes high up against Florian Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz was single-handedly just taking those Bernardo Silva and the likes of Bruno Fernandes on the pitch. Now it is Voltemade. Slow, sluggish move. Fulkrug taking that. Wirtz has taken that. It hits the far post. The luck is not for the Demon Shaft today. The luck is not for the Demon Shaft to be winning today. No denying the fact the luck is not. It is those bad luck which the Demon Shaft are having. And we are saying that because looking at the shots, 7 shots being taken, 3 on target, 3 big chances, 3 big chances being missed. I mean, if you are not getting those big chances converted into the nets, that is what the lack of mentality is looking at. Whenever you are getting the ball inside the box, you are having those big chances to be taken, those shots into the nest one-on-one up against the goalkeeper, you have to get that converted. It is Ademi who has lost that. It is Voltemade who has lost that. And now the third big chance, it was given to Florian Wirtz. He gets that, a slight touch, a tricky shot into the nets, but it got some sort of curl into it and hits the first post. I think the Demon Shaft are not having that luck for getting anything. The bad luck is looking happening. Fulkrug, good dribbling from him. Possession, that is Pascal Gross. Voltemade, take that shot inside the box again. Voltemade not getting the control of the ball. This game from the Germans, it is looking that whatever they are building up to their forwards, they are not going to get a goal. This way the forwards are playing it. I don't think a goal is going to be coming like that. Ademi now to Fulkrug. Voltemade taking a shot, denied. A proper shot is being denied, and Voltemade, every time he is getting the position, he is now seen passing. The confidence of a striker getting those shots is looking absent. Pascal Gross this time in the frustration taking a shot from bit out of the box, deflection to it, and the ball goes for a corner. That is what happens. The frustration is now seen coming on from the Demon Shaft from the mid-pitch. Frustration is now seen coming from the Demon Shaft midfield players. It is a cross again, straight into the hands of Mike Magnan. I mean, this game, it is looking the Frenchman making something happening, but it is a big chance. Kylian Mbappé, what? Kylian Mbappé. Am I watching a game between Germany or France? It is the FIFA rank 2 against the FIFA rank 10. Germany are ranked 10 and it is France who are ranked 2. But this game, Kylian Mbappé getting such a big opportunity again, missing that. This game is really looking crap. A crap game is going on for that third spot. So far, 40 minutes of the gameplay so far. But in those scoring options where Kylian Mbappé missing that, and the likes of Voltemade, the likes of Ademi, chances being missed, so poor over here. This isn't looking a Nations League third place bronze medal final, which is looking to me by any means. Am I watching the right stream? Am I watching the right stream? Is this the right stream which is looking? Is this a game which is going on? Big chances being missed like babies on the pitch. Is this the thing counting on good? Not at all entertaining, and the tickets which were bought, UEFA must return those tickets and those prices to the fans. Wrong this time to Wirtz. Free kick being taken. Wirtz to the mid pitch. Ademi. So long he takes to take the first ball touch. Now he gives that straight into Cherki. Rayan Cherki now passing that to Gusto. On the wings. Gusto making that. I mean, what has the German players and the French players eaten pre-match that whenever they are getting the ball inside the box, It is looking to either be a giveaway to the goalkeepers straight into their hands, or is it going to be a miss? It is happening more from the German players, and it has happened from the likes of Rayan Cherki as well as the likes of Kylian Mbappé. The direct sun on the pitch, is that creating a disturbance for the players on the vision? Is that the reason what it is looking? Sun rays directly onto the pitch, is it the reason what the players are getting those disturbances? Is that the thing, the direct sunlight is causing those disturbances to the vision of the players? It is now to Weeds. Ultimate. Yes, I think the sunlight over here on the pitch, which is falling straight, there is also some sort of clouds. It is now to Thuram. Frenchman have moved that. Thuram inside the box, gets in. It was to Cherki again. Jonathan Tah this time was being overtaken by Rayan Cherki. But again, Pascal Gross from the mid page, the man who is critical and has been getting those interceptions, now has got that. Let me put that Q&A over here. Who will be the first goal scorer? Yes, the audio quality is looking good, and it was my mistake that from the start of the stream there was some sort of audio disturbances and my microphone wasn't perfectly switched on. It is now to ROM. Ultimate! Again a touch from Ultimate. It is looking bad. It is really looking bad. Ultimate, the chances which he is missing like babies on the pitch, that is looking a bad aspect. Bad. Young novice gameplay happening for the third spot of the UEFA Nations League. Again, a cross coming in. Look at that. Tchouaméni. What a beautiful interception it was from Tchouaméni. 43 minutes, 30 seconds, only 1.5 minutes left. Who will score? Wirtz again, getting across. Ultimate, this time, one-on-one up against Magnan. He has got that into the nets. Ultimate is not looking to be a perfect striker. Ultimate is not at all looking to be a perfect striker. Ultimate is not looking to be a perfect striker. I mean, the way he kept the ball and the time which he is taking to take those shots into these nets, it is not looking like a proper striker on the pitch. He needs to be sent to those under 21 and he must be getting those big play time playing over there till making his appearance for the senior squad. Ultimate is not looking that a perfect striker to be calling on. Now it is to Kylian. Gross again getting that interception to Thuram. Tchouaméni spreading the pitch. Gusto. Tchouaméni going for a cross to the far post. Yes, it is Kylian inside the box. Kimmich. Kylian takes a shot and yes, it is into the nets. 45 minutes are up, 3 minutes of the added time, and it is Kylian Mbappé celebrating that. It was going to be happening. I was knowing that it was going to be happening because the way the Germans are playing, Voltemade making those missing chances, Adeyemi making those missing chances, the lack of experience, man, on the attacks is the thing which is looking absent. 2 goals for Kylian Mbappé in 6 matches this season of the UEFA Nations League, and Kylian Mbappé has got that. France are now 1 up, and on that perfect 45 minutes of the watch, Kylian taking that, he was up against Kimmich, he makes a move, he takes a shot, Goretzka was there, Ter Stegen was there, but that shot was taken clinically to the far post with a curl. Oh my goodness, Ter Stegen even got a touch to that. Mark and Ter Stegen even got a touch to that, but Kylian Mbappé has done that. It was that previous chance where he missed that, but this is the second opportunity which he got and he converted that. 3 minutes of added time in the first half. 1.5 minutes of that added time is already up, and France now 1, Germany 0. Despite talking about the shots being taken, look at that. Germany getting 10 shots, 4 big chances, missing all those 4. Whereas France, 3 shots, 3 on target, and 1 inside the nets. That is what a clinical finishing is. Definitely the need. Gusto again. France are looking, making movements high up. Rom clearing that ball. It is to Wirtz. I think Nick Waldemad needs to get those more playtime in those under 21. He is not looking as a striker nor as those deep playing forwards. If Germany are going to concede one more goal, it would be a big one. Waldemad again making those moves. He has now two Adeyemi. Adeyemi has been tackled. It was a late move. Adeyemi and Voltemade making those moves are looking definitely late. Now Thuram, Cherki, Gusto, so many players. A shot being taken. Thuram takes that. Oh my goodness, it was a big opportunity. France could have scored their second goal. It was a big opportunity, but Thuram misses that. Thuram has missed that. The goal coming in, sole goal. Kylian Mbappé getting that good. He was up against Kimmich. He was there against Goretzka. And he got that passed into the nets against Mark and Ter Stegen. 3 minutes of the added time are up. 45 minutes plus 3, 48 minutes of the first half are up. Jonathan Tah in that frustration getting that foul considered up against the likes of Muani. The frustration on the faces of the Demon Shaft are looking quite evident despite doing so many things. But the likes of Adeyemi and the likes of Voltemad missing everything, whatever coming in their way. This is what the mentality breaks. This is where the mentality breaks. Julian Nagelsmann making this team looking good after that. Group stages losses coming in back to back after that 2014 World Cup win, but taking to the semi-finals of the Euros. Now it is for the third spot of the Nations League, but missing such big opportunities is the thing where you can't afford to win a game. That has been the reason Germany has been playing that lack of form, because in the previous match against Portugal, it was a thrashing loss. And in the second half, where the Germans couldn't even contribute to a shot properly taken into target, only 2 shots were taken in the second half up against Portugal. But now up here against France for the UEFA Nations League third spot for that bronze, it is 10 shots being taken, 4 shots on target, 4 big chances. 2 big chances being missed by Voltemade, 1 from Karim Adeyemi, and there was 1 big opportunity for Florian Wirtz to be getting that. But somehow he hits that post, whereas the shots from Voltemade and Adeyemi, everything, whatever they have been hitting, they have been just playing like those baby shots straight into the hands of Mike Magnan. That the thing is looking happening. Julian Nagelsmann needs to be making those substitutions. No denying the fact. Voltemade, Füllkrug, Florian Wirtz, Adeyemi, the 4 forwards have really been a big waste for the first half. That has been the story for today's first half. Look at that. the analysis we will be having that of it. Look at that. I will take a short 1 minute break. I will take a short 1 minute break. Look at that. It was two big chances, four shots on target, two big chances. I won't count that two big chances. It would be just three big chances for me counting that, because if you are striker and getting a ball inside the box and you are one on one up against the goalkeeper, then you have to get that straight. You have to get that straight. My goodness, how can you? Will Germany be able to make anything looking good? Will they be? We will be making the analysis of the first half, but I will take a short 1 minute break. I need to go to that washroom to get myself good. I will take that short 1 minute break and I will be back. Do stay tuned to it, guys. I will be just back in 2 minutes and make that analysis of the first half. This is a big miss and it is happening really big. This is a big miss and it is happening really big. The way Karim Hediemi, the way Voldemort has been single-handedly losing away those big chances, it is a big miss. And you can't afford to do that if you are playing a match where it is the UEFA Nations League semi-finals, where it is the UEFA Nations League third place for the bronze spot, and you are missing those big opportunities. It is definitely what the need of the hour is, and the way the German kids are missing everything happening on inside the box, not being able to take those shots. It is looking absolutely ridiculous. It is definitely looking ridiculous. Whatever is happening there on the pitch for today, it is looking absolutely ridiculous to me. Ridiculous gameplay that is from the German attacks. Those of you who are watching, we are back from that short break, because watching this for the past 1 hour, we made the predictions of that. We were knowing that the Germans are definitely not good enough with that young striking options, but then also there were some sort of thought that this game was going in up to those extra time. But the way the Germans are playing, I don't think they would be able to score a single goal. And what is that? Julian Nagelsmann is going to be making that into those substitutions. Voldemort missing that on the 2nd minute, a big opportunity that was. Gross, it was a difficult angle for Gross to score, but Gross has been good. Fulkrug on the 5th minute, it was a block. Goretzka on the 5th minute, quite clumsy space inside the box. It was a block as well. Adeyemi, look at that on the 6th minute. Big opportunity for Adeyemi to score that, but it was a save. And the shots which Adeyemi has been taken, even he has been stimulating to get a penalty against the Mike Magnan, the fall which he had on the pitch, not the need of the hour. It was in just 6 minutes. I would say 2 big chances were there for the Germans to score, and they missed that. A total of 10 shots taken, 4 on target, 2 big chances. This is that fourth map stats from where we are showing that, but I would say that not 2 big chances, it were those 4 big chances. And it was Rayan Cherki. Look at that, only 4 shots being taken by France, 3 on target, and 1 of them getting that into the nets. Kylian Mbappé has missed that, but Bade again, look at that, 21st minute. It was an opportunity, but header one, missing it, and Test again, I'm getting some good saves. Wirtz again on the 23rd minute, it was a free kick, but he just couldn't even reach the nets, not even the goalkeeper. 24th minute, Adeyemi taking that left footer, poor shot again. This was that third big chance which I am talking about this game. It was Adeyemi taking that third big chance for the Demon Shaft. The first one from Voldemort, the 2 other from Adeyemi. Again, Florian Wirtz taking that on the 37th minute. It hits the far post. Florian Wirtz talking about those 150 million transfers. Is that the worth this player is if you are missing away those chances so easily on the pitch? 39th minute, Pascal Gross looking frustrated, taking a right footer. It was a block. 43rd minute, again, Voldemort. This was the 4th big opportunity, I would say. 4 shots taken on target, but 4 big opportunities were there for the Demon Shaft to score it. 4 big opportunities were, oh my god, again we have got that vote for Germans. 40% vote for Germany winning that, 40% for France winning that, and extra time for 20%. There is also a Q&A over here for the chat. Who will score first tonight? That has been decided, and it is Kylian Mbappé who has scored despite winning a big opportunity. He has scored that on the 2nd aspect, but will the score line be looking good? Because talking about the head-to-head performances, look at that, it is France who has got those 5 wins, 2 draws, and Germany who has got 4 wins. But in the friendlies, it was Germany winning back for the past 2 times, But look at that, in the Euros group stages, in the Group F, France got that 1-0 win over Germany, and in the UEFA Nations League 2018, it was France. In the major tournaments, France has been doing good. In the Euros 2021, it was France winning 1-0. 2018 UEFA Nations League, France winning that 2-1. 2018 September, in the UEFA Nations League Group A, it was a draw, and France finally moving on to the next stage of the tournament. But again, in the friendlies, look at that, 2017 a draw. Germany has been winning in those friendlies against France, but in the major knockouts after 2014, Germany hasn't been getting a win past France in those major stages of the tournament. Again, look at that, the Euro semi-finals 2016, Germany losing 2-0 to France. Up to 2016, the stats are looking quite disappointing. In the FIFA World Cup, the last time 2014 was where Germany getting a win against France, and that was in the major tournament. Apart from that, Germany has been winning that past France, but not in those major tournaments. Not to be denying that. Not to be denying that. Germany has been winning that. And in the knockout now, it is Germany and France for the bronze final for the third place, whereas Portugal and Spain will be tonight for the finals. But a win is what Julian Nagelsmann will be wanting to have this from the young squad. But looking at the lineups, look at that. The lineups are looking quite disheartening. Florian Wirtz getting some decent performances, getting some fluidity, but missing some big opportunities. Voldemort has been a disaster. He needs to be given those substitutions. Voldemort needs to be going for that under 21 and playing that. But Nicolas Fulkrug, again, what was his role? He wasn't even playing as a false nine. He wasn't playing as a center forward, not even taking those shots, not even deep laying. He was nowhere seen inside the box to be on the right spot. He was being man-marked by the likes of Lucas Hernandez and Bade Good. But Julian Nagelsmann needs to make those changes. And on the other hand, look at that, Karim Adeyemi, what a player. He has been playing for Dortmund for a long time. But Karim Adeyemi, 22 years of age, 23 rather to be precise, hasn't got a single move good for today's game. And he has been even punished by the likes of the referee on the pitch, Korzaliak, for stimulating a penalty against the likes of Mike Magnan and Lucas Hernandez. My goodness, but looking at France, Colomwani has been also a disaster. Thuram has been a disaster as well, but Rayan Cherki has been making those moves, but it is the likes of Pascal Gross who has been getting those interceptions good. Pascal Gross has been getting those interceptions good. But will there be a substitution coming in for the Germans? It is the need of the hour. Will that be the substitution needed? Let me put that. Oh my God, the second half has just begun. Give your votes, guys, those of you who are watching this. We will put another Q&A. Who will be the MO man of the match for today's game? The game has begun. France with the possession. Rayan Cherki has given that to Thuram. Thuram goes inside the box. A tackle being made, but it is a safe tackle. Let me put that Q&A over here for the chat. Who will be in that Q&A? It is Kylian Mbappé who has scored first. Let me put another Q&A over here. Who will be the man of the match? Oh my God, Kylian Mbappé again moving that high up, takes a shot, misses it, misses that. Kylian Mbappé misses that. Let me put that Q&A over again for a new Q&A, that who will be the man of the match for today. But this game from the Germans aspect is looking really hilarious. The way we are playing at our home. It is Voldemort finally out. The substitution Nagelsmann has made, and Dennis Undav is on for the second half. Dennis Undav is on for that second half. It is again Fulkrug getting that inside the box. Tackle being made by Bade. Now Fulkrug is looking like a perfect striker over here on the pitch. It was some sort of defensive errors where the Germans lost to Portugal, and three centre backs was the option which Nagelsmann made. And again in the starting lineup for today, picking Woltemade there, not sending him back to the under 21. Losing those three big chances in the first half, big disappointment. At home playing like that, Nagelsmann needs to pick up those lines and get those experienced one in the squad for the first lineup, and then bringing on the likes of Woltemade on and or Adeyemi. Both of them have been a big disaster. Robin Koch this time defending against Kylian Mbappé has got it good. Kimmich. Adeyemi, what a poor show he is having. Adeyemi, the man, what a poor show he is having for today's game. Rayan Cherki again. Pascal Gross is the man marking him. Wirtz getting that block to Gusto. Gusto is man marking Wirtz. It is wrong getting that to Adeyemi. Adeyemi just couldn't even get close to the ball to collect that. A lofted cross it was from Rom. The way Adeyemi is playing like that, you can't get that mentality to get it into the net. It is Kylian Mbappé again taking a shot on the edge of the box. Robin Koch getting that interception somehow. I think France are going to score their second goal. Olomouani gets a shot. Block it is. Goretzka clearing that. Wirtz this time. Wirtz is doing that hard work, but Gusto is the man sticking close to Wirtz and denying him of any big opportunities for today's game. Now it is for Dennis Undav. Undav gets that to Kimmich. Cross from Undav to the far post. Wirtz is the man getting that. Wirtz past Gusto, no, denied. Wirtz past Gusto has been denied. Gusto is really doing that job. Now it is again Gross, Rom, cross. Adeyemi, look at that, stopping there on the box. Adeyemi there, look at that. Is he playing that black card role over here, not doing anything and giving everything, whatever is incoming from him? You have to hide your face, guys. German fans will really need to hide their face if this game is going on for that losing streak. Undav, Goretzka on the edge of the box, back to Undav. Position being kept by the demon shaft, but not a proper shot on target being taken in the second half so far. In the first half, it was 10 shots being taken, and now it is 50 minutes, 5 minutes up in the second half, and not a proper shot being taken by the demon shaft. It has been really looking disappointing. This has been really looking disappointing. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes on that poll. Who will finally win? 40% votes have gone in for the Germans, 40% for France, and 20% for that extra time. But the way Adeyemi and the way Woltemade played in the first half, will there be any goals scored in the second half, or will it be another disappointment against Portugal, which happened? Only 2 shots being taken in 45 minutes in the second half. And now in the second half, the Germans hasn't been able to take a proper shot on target. The major powerhouse of the world, of the nations, the Germans hasn't been able to get a taste of the Nations League trophy since 2018 when this has started, and not winning a major trophy since 2014 has been the really big disappointment. And the lack of the options as well as the lack of those players being chosen for the starting lineup It is Julian Nagelsmann who is again proving that he is new as a manager and his capabilities of getting those big numbers to be counting is not looking good. The Germans are now even failing to capitalize any build-ups for a proper shot on target in the second half. Wade passes that back. Mike Magnan. Fulkrug chasing that. He has won that. Dennis Undav, take that shot, my boy. Finally, Dennis Undav takes that. It is what the heat of the hour. Oh my God, Kuzelik, the referee, is he asking for a stop on the game? That is what you have to get those experienced man in the squad. Dennis Undav coming in, and it was the likes of Nicholas Fulkrug who got that tackle. It was to Rabiot. Look at that. Magnan passing that to Rabiot. It was a tackle being made. Nicholas Fulkrug and Rabiot getting some collision. Undav winning that on the mid pitch, on the edge of the box. It takes a bit of a time to understand where the goalkeeper is, where the defense is there. But he takes a shot and it is into the nets. Will this be a shoulder tackle? Yes, it is the likes of Ivan Kuzelik, the referee, giving it as a shoulder tackle. And this goal stands. This goal stands. It is Rabiot, the man who has been on those big cards for Didier Deschamps, and Didier Deschamps hasn't just left any stones unturned for picking Rabiot in the starting lineup, and now it is that error from Rabiot getting those tackle and falling on the pitch, and Fulkrug winning that tackle, and Undav finally capitalizing it. Oh my God, the first shot coming in the second half, and it is, oh my goodness, Dennis Undav has got that, but it is a VAR which is now being taken. Ivan Kuzelik, the referee, now moving on to the sidelines. VAR goal review being taken. Fulkrug, has he got his hand, or is there some sort of involvement of his legs? Was that a successful tackle? Will that be given by Ivan Kuzelik, the referee on the pitch, who is having that watch on the sidelines? On that screen, Rabiot has got a fall, but what will be that decision? It will be a big critical one because Fulkrug hasn't got some leg involvement into that. He has got his hand and shoulder involvement into it. Will that be given a goal or not? It will be a decision totally depending upon Ivan Kuzelik. Nothing to be denying about it. It was Fulkrug against Rabiot, which is happening, and the VAR is still being checked for that goal. Look at that. Rabiot has a fall. What is that Ivan Kuzelik going to give? He is coming back to the pitch. Oh my God, this goal has been disallowed. All the bad luck it is for the Demon Shaft. This goal has been denied. Ivan Kuzelik now denying that goal. My goodness, now the German fans will be complaining about the referee on the pitch, and this is a no goal after that VAR, but it was totally dependent. The first shot on target coming in from Undav in the second half after that substitution. He substituted Voltimate, but this time this goal has been denied. In the first half, it was some sort of stimulation coming in from Adeyemi for getting a penalty, and now it is that goal which has been denied. Two of the things which are running bad for the Demon Shaft, and that too at the MHP Arena. What is that going to be? My goodness. This MHP Arena, the home for Stuttgart, is looking like a curse for the Demon Shaft this season. Undav passing back, Gross, Ta gets that to Rom. Rom has given away the ball. Thuram Kolomwani with that tackle. Rom is down on the pitch, and even Kuziak just blowing the whistle at the perfect time. No denying the fact the decision of the referee on the pitch for today, Ivan Korzelak, has been good. No denying the fact he has taken his time, he has been doing that good. But nothing has been seen capitalizing from Demon Chat with their poor attack for today. The attacks which they are having with those non-clinical finishings, it is looking poor. Rom trying to find full crew, but Chouameni has got that interception. Colomwani this time, Rayan Cherki. Cherki is speeding high up. It is Koch, Robin Koch, the man. Will he be able to save that? It is shot being taken by Cherki. Not a threat for Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Not a threat it is for Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Rayan Cherki has got Kylian Mbappé onto the far post, but he rather takes that shot instead of playing a pass for that. And Cherki has got a debut goal as well for France in the previous matchup against the likes of Spain. And he wants that second goal, a selfish shot being taken by Rayan Cherki. That is where the France couldn't afford to get that second goal. It is Gusto this time getting those interceptions. Rayan Cherki now to Rabiot. Colomwani, he is there. Will he take a shot? He passes that. Thuram with his right footer. Oh my god, he got past Marc-Andre ter Stegen, but the shot hits the far post. Marcus Thuram gets that shot. It got past Marc-Andre ter Stegen, but it hits the far post. Two shots, two big chances, you can say. France missing that in the second half now. Ademi this time he has got past. He is to the right wings. He is inside the box. He gets it. Baby shot again from Karim Ademi. Why is the likes of Julian Nagelsmann not making those substitutions for Karim Ademi? I'm not being able to understand. It is a poor one. Julian Nagelsmann still relying on the likes of Karim Ademi on the pitch. Karim Ademi is not to be called for the Demon Shaft for the next 10 years at least. He should be debarred of making any appearances for the Demon Shaft. There are options. There are options. You have got the likes of Leroy Sané, Gnabry. You can now bring in Gnabry on the left part of the pitch, or you can bring in the likes of Leroy Sané. Both of them are struggling in form. A corner coming in. Left footer it is. Demon Shaft now taking that a corner being denied. Ademi takes a long range shot. Now there is a fight going on to the pitch. Lucas Hernandez against the likes of Jonathan Tah. A fight going on onto the pitch. Jonathan Tah against the likes of Lucas Hernandez. I think Tah has been instigated. Lucas Hernandez has instigated Jonathan Tah. What is that happening? But the referee, Ivan Korzelak, what is he doing that on the pitch? I think Lucas Hernandez has got something to be said onto the ears of Jonathan Tah, and now it is that late reaction from Lucas Hernandez coming on, and both Lucas Hernandez and Jonathan Tah getting a yellow card. The fight is going on. Jonathan Tah and Lucas Hernandez, the fight is going on the pitch. Ivan Korzelak, what is the fight going on? What has Lucas Hernandez said to Jonathan Tah on the pitch? The fight is looking fierce. Wirtz taking that cross, missing that to the center of the box, but misses that. Now it is to Rom. Get that cross. Low poor cross from Rom. Ademi, look at that first touch. He is there on the retraces movement for retrieving the ball, but the first touch which he is taking is losing everything. Kylian Mbappé up against Joshua Kimmich. He takes a shot. No way near the woodwork. 62 minutes are finally up. 62 minutes are now finally up. Let me put this screen bit off over here and make this correct. Let me put this screen over here and make that correct. Oh my god, what has that happened? I hope the camera is now working fine. Is there anything? No, yes, the camera, the video quality as well as the audio quality is looking good. I hope the audio and the video quality is looking good over here. Wirtz against the likes of Gusto. Things are not happening for Florian Wirtz. Wirtz against the likes of Gusto. The things are not seen happening from Florian Wirtz. Now everything is leading. It is 3 Germans against the likes of 4 Frenchmen. Joshua Kimmich, Koch and Jonathan Tah up against the likes of Colomwani, Cherki, Kylian Mbappé. Is that going to be a goal? Joshua Kimmich gets that tackle good. Germans are now high up, all out defense. They are playing with 3 centre backs, especially now it is to Gross. Has passed that. Unda, will he take a shot? Block. Look at that. It is Rom. It is the likes of Jonathan Tah. It is the likes of Robin Koch who are staying there. But it is from France, the sole man Kylian Mbappé staying high up. Wirtz now passing that to Rom. Cross from Rom, not even being able to get past Gusto. It is a corner, I guess. The Germans are now winning those corners, but not a shot on target. In the second half so far, only a single shot has been taken and it was a blocked one. In the first half, it was 10 shots taken, 4 on target, 4 big chances missed, but in the second half, only a single shot. A cross coming in from Wirtz, a header from Tah. Will it get? Nicolas Fulku gets a header touch. Denied. Fulcru got that header good. Nicolas Fulcru got that header good, but couldn't convert that as a clinical opportunity. It is that second shot on target. I mean, second shot in the second half, but not on target. Substitutions coming in. Substitutions coming in. It is Tom Bishop, the new signing for Bayern this season, is coming onto the pitch, and it is Mittelstadt who is now seen coming onto the pitch. Substitutions coming in. Leon Goretzka is out. Tom Bishop, the new signing coming in to Bayern this season, is now on the mid pitch, and it is the likes of David Raum from the left backs is out, and Mittelstadt. 64 minutes 45 seconds on the watch so far, to be precise. Mittelstadt getting that to Undav and Mittelstadt from the likes of Stuttgart. It is Adeyemi there. Adeyemi, man. Nagelsmann needs to find a substitution for Adeyemi. Adeyemi is not at all proving worth of playing as a wing forward. Kimmich has got that. It is inside the box. Nicolas Fulkrug up against Bade. Fulkrug now demands a tackle for that penalty spot which Bade has made. But the referee, Ivan Kurzelek, asked for the game to continue on. No substitutions from France. No substitutions from France. Not a single substitutions coming in from Didier Deschamps. But Nagelsmann making that third substitution. It was Dennis Undav coming in and replacing Voltemat, Mittelstadt coming in and replacing the likes of Rom, and Tom Bishop coming in and replacing Goretzka. These substitutions coming in from Julian Nagelsmann. And those of you who are watching this, give your votes. What will happen up to that end? Will Germany be winning that? 40% votes have come in for Germany. France, it is 40% vote on that live poll which we have got, and 20% fans saying that extra time. But if Germany are not getting that equalizer, will there be any extra time? And there is also a Q&A over here that who will be the man of the match for today. Kylian Mbappé with that goal, will he be getting that man of the match? Tchouaméni has got that assist as well on these stats. Tchouaméni with 1 assist and Mbappé with 1 goal. Is that what France is boasting on so far? On the other hand, the shots, Germany has taken 15 on target, 15 shots, 5 on target, 4 big chances missed, whereas France has taken 9 shots, 3 on target, and even Kurzelek, the referee on the pitch for today, hasn't been that disappointing. The decisions which Kurzelek has been made is looking good. Now it is to Adeyemi again. Crosses that, but Gusto getting those blocks. Adeyemi is not even being able to make any crosses even. Wirtz getting that to Gross. Gross takes a shot. Undav inside the box, couldn't get a slight touch to that. Germans are now struggling to make a proper shot on target. It is now Pascal Gross trying to get a shot with some deflections coming in from Undav, but Undav couldn't get that deflection good enough. Undav just couldn't get that deflection good enough. Those of you who are watching, give your votes, guys. Oh my goodness, it is Colomwani who is now out. Didier Deschamps making substitutions. Desire Doué, the PSG Champions League winning player, involved in those 3 goals with assist as well, is now coming in. Randall Colomwani is out, and Rayan Cherki, the bright star who got the goal in the previous match, but in this first half he hasn't been that impressive, now is out. It is Mikel Olise from Bayern making those coming onto the pitch. 2 substitutions. Didier Deschamps has got Mikel Olise, and now it is Desire Doué. Nagelsmann with 3, but still Nagelsmann with 3 substitutions picking up, but still relying with Karim Adeyemi. Will Karim Adeyemi last up to those 90 minutes, and some fruitful results will he bring to Demon Chaff? Nothing is looking good from the attacks from the Demon Chaff. 69 minutes are now up. Wirtz. It is Tom Bischoff. Bischoff is speeding high up. Yes, he has got the ball. Gets that to Mittelstadt. Bischoff passes that high up for Undav. A block that is. Florian Wirtz talking about his 150 million transfers not getting past Gusto. Now it is Mikel Olise. Olise is there. He has got that to Thuram to the far post. Olise rather on taking those shots, passes that to Marcus Thuram, and Marcus Thuram, to be talking about his legendary father Lilian Thuram, who has been complaining about Didier Deschamps, that Didier Deschamps is not giving those starting lineups for Marcus Thuram. But for this game, Didier Deschamps has picked Marcus Thuram, but Thuram misses that bad. Ter Stegen has got a save. Gusto taking that cross. Kylian again. Kylian is there. 2 of the men marking him. He has been denied. Tom Bischoff, look at that. The thing which Tom Bischoff is making looking on the pitch. The need of that goal, the need of that defense, the hunger is looking good on his face. Tom Bischoff is looking hungry of getting some output on the pitch. It is now Adeyemi again. Make that pass. Will Adeyemi make that? Poor pass again from Adeyemi, not making those first touches, rather on trying to get some creativity. That is the thing which I am not being able to understand from Karim Adeyemi. Look at that. What is Karim Adeyemi trying to do? Adeyemi should have taken a shot on target. Adeyemi should have passed that to Undav. Ter Stegen has been saving big. Mark and Ter Stegen, the goalkeeper for the Demon Chaff, has been saving big for today. 72 minutes are now officially up. Dean passing that. France with the possession. Thuram. Olise. Olise is making creativity on the pitch. Desire Due. Middle start, man marking him good. Passing that to Gusto. Bade. Hernandez. France are looking reluctant and not going. Adeyemi again. Losing that to Dean. Adeyemi is now looking dried up of his gas. Karim Adeyemi is now looking dried up of his gas, and still Julian Nagelsmann, I don't know what is the reason, he is not getting those substitutions. Another substitutions coming in from this time. Chouameni is out and Kohn is the man in. Oh my goodness, Pascal Gross is now being substituted, and it is Timo Kerrer, the man who has come onto the pitch. Timo Kerrer, the man from Monaco, has been doing that, previously associated with Paris Saint-Germain from the Schalke Academy. Now at Monaco, now he has been called up. The centre back from Monaco has now been called. And Pascal Gross, who has been significant but has been dropped because of the lack of gas, the shortage of gas on his legs. I don't know, Julian Nagelsmann is out of his mind but still keeping Karim Adeyemi in those forwards. Again, it is a pass to Adeyemi. Bischoff gets that to the far post. Quite high and far off for Mittelstadt to be getting that. 1-0 is the score line. 74 minutes on the watch. Julian Nagelsmann now making his face ugly and not looking good with the performance of the team, because in all total 15 shots which the Demon Chap has taken, it is a poor show. It is a poor show from the Germans, and that too at the MHP Arena, their home of Stuttgart. Desire Due now up against the likes of Mittelstadt. Due has speed in, he has taken a shot. My goodness. Ander ter Stegen saves this good. Mark Ander ter Stegen saves that good. Desire Due took that shot. It wasn't to the far post, but then also ter Stegen gets the hold of the ball good. Wirtz in the mid pitch. Kimmich has lost that. It was for Rabiot, but a outweighted pass that was. Timo Kerrer is now there on the right backs. Adeyemi now up against Kohn. Adeyemi is speeding up. The ball is his position. He is not passing. He is still not passing. Pass the ball, you fool. Karim Adeyemi, I don't know why Julian Nagelsmann, what has happened wrong to him. He is sticking to Karim Adeyemi for what reason, and every time Karim Adeyemi is having the position with him, he is losing like anything. Undav getting that to Wirtz. Wirtz has got that. He passes that to Mittelstadt. Cross from Mittelstadt. Füllkrug not getting that touch. It was a cross to Füllkrug inside the box, but Füllkrug loses that. And look at that, the involvement of Adeyemi. I don't know why he is not even making anything look good. He is now dried up of his gas, and still it is Nagelsmann who is keeping Adeyemi on the pitch. This is looking annoying, damn annoying. Gusto getting that to Rabiot. Hernandez passing that to Dean. And yes, those of you who have been giving your votes, there is also a Q&A over here on the chat section at who will be the MOTM, man of the match for today. Chouameni has got 1 assist. Kylian Mbappé has got a goal. Will that be the deciding factor for that third spot of the Nations League? Desire Due this time gets a shot inside the box. Jonathan Tah has got a block. Big upsets, big upsets. Julian Nagelsmann with the initial pickup, the lineup which he has got so far for the Germans, it has been really annoying. It has been really annoying. No denying the fact In the previous match, he got those 3 center backs with those lack of center backs in the substitutions, and now he has got Adeyemi still keeping on and Voldemort in the starting lineups. Olise with that cross, and Ter Stegen gets that save. Mark and Ter Stegen is doing that big job. Mark and Ter Stegen is doing that big job. No denying the fact. Mark and Ter Stegen has been doing that big job. On this time, passing back to Rabiot. Florian Wirtz is high up there. No one is having that hunger. Mittelstadt, good control of the ball in receiving that. Tom Bishop showing some hunger from the start of the substitution, but now he is not even getting those positions. Adeyemi is playing a shade, and Nagelsmann is still keeping Adeyemi. Look at that baby face of Adeyemi. Whenever I am seeing him, I really want to slap him hard on his face. Oh my goodness, it is now Nagelsmann making those moves. It is Serge Gnabry's scene coming onto the pitch. I hope Adeyemi will be sacrificed. Whom is... Oh my god. Thank goodness Karim Adeyemi has been sacrificed. It should have been done quite early since the start of the second half. But now it is Serge Gnabry, another big out of form player being called onto the pitch. Big out of form player Serge Gnabry being called onto the pitch. Poor picking up of the lineups by Nagelsmann. Cross coming in, Mittelstadt, header deflection, Desired Doué. Oh my goodness, look at that! Desired Doué getting those cross to the edge of the box. It was for Kylian Mbappé. Kylian Mbappé raised his hand, and what a shot it was from Kylian. And the fight between Real Madrid and Barcelona is looking. Kylian Mbappé from Madrid taking that big shot against Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, and Andre Ter Stegen has saved that. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen has saved that. Kylian Mbappé wouldn't have just imagined in his dream that Marc-Andre Ter Stegen could have kept this ball out of the pitch. Olise this time going to take that corner, left footer coming in to the center of the box. Robin Koch keeping that ball out. It is Wirtz now speeding high up, has passed that to Gnabry. Gnabry is having that weird hairstyle, knotted hair on his. In between, passing that to Koch. Thilo Kehrer. Robin Koch. Kimmich from the mid-pitch, Mittelstadt. Rom was getting at least some crosses to be seen coming in for headers, but Mittelstadt is not even being able to get that touch of the ball good enough to get some lofted crosses into the box. It is the way you are losing it bad at home. 80 minutes are up. Corner coming in, Joshua Kimmich. Oh my goodness, Joshua Kimmich takes that dreamy shot with that wide angle. Just couldn't even reach the woodwork. The second half against Portugal, where the Germans were lacking everything, it is now to Kimmich for Gnabry. The same Bayern crosses which Kimmich makes, trying to find Gnabry. Denied by Mike Magnan. Denied by Mike Magnan. Big disappointment for the Germans. Definitely it is going to be after those knockouts against Spain in the Euros. Now it is going to be a back-to-back defeat in the Nations League. The first one coming up against Portugal, and now it is going to be coming up against France. Thilo Kehrer getting there to Wirtz. Wirtz is getting that hard work done, but the results are not going to come. It is now Robin Koch up against Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe takes that shot. My goodness, Marc-André ter Stegen. This is the first time I'm seeing that this man, Marc-André ter Stegen, is making so many saves, and it is Kylian Mbappe who is being denied. But the shots which Kylian is taking are looking those baby shots. Bischoff now getting that to Kehrer. Bischoff again to Kimmich. The mid-pitch of Bayern, Tom Bischoff and the likes of Kimmich, Florian Wirtz, middle start, cross coming in, middle start, my goodness. The crosses are not even raising above the knee level. Middle start, the crosses which he is making is not even raising above the knee level. No headers, now they are going for those shots. 82 minutes 30 seconds, Kimmich again, Bischoff, middle start, Wirtz, passing back to middle start, no one there on the mid page, now it is for Kimmich, will he take that shot? He goes for Thilo Kehrer, Kehrer crosses it for Gnabry. Creativity lacking on the forwards, creativity lacking on the attacking mid-pitch, creativity lacking on the mid-pitch. Thilo Kehrer to Kimmich, passing that to Tom Bischoff, Undav. What a poor touch from Dennis Undav. Oh my God, Robin Koch gets that touch. The ball has been given away. Kylian Mbappe there. Olise is there. It is the second goal which has come in, and France has sealed this victory. And it is Mikel Olise who has got that. Kylian Mbappe taking back-to-back shots up against Marc-André ter Stegen, and he wasn't that confident. And now it is Robin Koch on that centre back, on getting that ball deflected, simply gives it straight into the hands of Kylian Mbappe. It was Kylian and Mikel Olise both into the attack, speeding up, but Kylian not taking that shot and passing it to Olise. Olise has got that second goal. And Kylian Mbappe with that assist. Look at that, Robin Koch getting in between the likes of Jonathan Tah, and with that deflection, Robin Koch just simply gave that ball straight for Kylian. What was that Robin Koch trying to do? He wasn't even having that awareness that it is Jonathan Tah who is there over to get that. This is that perfect French attacking aspect which is seen coming on, and Olise has got that. Olise hasn't celebrated it because being associated with the Bundesliga team Bayern Munich, but Olise has got that. So will it be Mbappe the man of the match? Not a single goal. Not a single goal against France, and losing by 2-0. That has been the story which Germany has been losing to France, especially in those major tournaments, whereas in those friendlies the wins has been coming, but in those major tournaments since 2014, it is now interception from Gnabry, moving high up. He has got full crew. Gnabry, will he take? Oh my goodness, Serge Gnabry, what has he eaten pre-match? The shot taken from the edge of the box, he simply shoots that so high, just couldn't keep that ball into that woodwork. Big upsets already. The loss to Portugal, where Germany failed miserable, and now it is those 17 shots taken, 5 on target. In the first half at least the shots were on the woodwork, and now in the second half the shots which are being taken is simply out of the woodwork. What a poor watch along we are having for the Demon Shaft in this game, and poor starting lineup being picked up by Julian Nagelsmann. He is getting biased, that is what the story is. And in this semi-finals as well as in the third place, only Florian Wirtz has got a goal. But 150 million transfers, is that the worth? Big one. Middle stand, getting that to Jonathan Tah. It was those 7 seconds goal which Florian Wirtz got, but that was from the assist of Tony Cruz. But now, not a single goal in this game. Poor crosses happening, poor crosses happening. The Germans, who are known for their sniper shots with those angles, and now are getting those big upsets looking in. Mikel Olise now this time speeding high up. Thuram. Deflection coming in. Tom Bischoff. Undav passing back that for Jonathan Tah. Tah goes for Undav again. Tom Bischoff this time for Gnabry. Look at that hold of the ball Gnabry is having on the pitch. Poor playmaking, poor playmaking. The Germans at their home are now getting back-to-back 2 defeats. It is totally unacceptable. It is totally undigestible. It is something which you can't just digest as a German fan, and losing back-to-back. It is up against Portugal. It is up against the likes of France. Waste. Julian Nagelsmann, the reason why he was sacked from Bayern without any prior notice, he was on a vacation. And now it is looking that same. Undav now on the pitch. Joshua Kimmich takes a shot. Poor baby shot from Joshua Kimmich. The Mannschaft players are looking as if they haven't been fed properly before this game, because the shots which he are taking, not getting those power, not getting those angle. What is this looking? 89 minutes on the watch. Not even a bronze medal for the Germans in these Nation Leagues matches of this tournament, and that too at their home soil. Big disappointment. Big disappointment. Germans not getting a single medal while playing up to those bronze fixtures, and that too at their home soil. Big disappointment. Whereas in this game, gusto to be talking about against the likes of Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz is having the taste of the Premier League. So Gnabry this time to the mid pitch. Oh my goodness, Undav Füllkrug again coinciding in the box. A big opportunity it was again. The coordination, the shots, the mentality, everything is lacking. Everything is lacking. Füllkrug was thinking that he is going to take that with his left footer. Undav was thinking that he is going to get with his right footer, and both of them just collided inside the box, and the ball was left, not even a shot being taken on the post. My goodness, this is looking a big waste. This is looking really a big waste. You can't afford to watch these games, and I'm hiding my face with this cap. I don't want to my face to be seen. 90 minutes are up. 6 minutes of stoppage time. 6 minutes of stoppage time. I don't expect any goals, no goals to be expected from this Mannschaft. Rather than don't just concede. Winning by 3-0 will be a total humiliation. Winning by 3-0 will be a total humiliation. Florian Wirtz, Rabiot. Interception coming in. Kylian getting that to Desire Doué. What a year and what a season he's having. He won the PSG with the Champions League. Now he is up for that 3rd place in the UEFA Nations League. He is the man doing that good. And for the Mannschaft, a big disappointment. Voltimede not to be called up for the senior team. He should be playing with those under 21s. It is Ko inside the box. Tom Bishop getting that tackle good. What a poor show from the Demon Chat. What a poor show that is from the Demon Chat. I just can't take those tears out of my eyes. Big loss against Portugal in the second half, not getting a proper shot. And now over here, they have been missing everything. Especially to be talking about Watchalong and Karim Adeyemi has been shit for today. Fulkrug inside the box, trying to take a cut and turn behind, but couldn't keep it. Look at that. Fulkrug up against the likes of Lucas Hernandez. I think Fulkrug was offside into that. Big disappointment, boys. Big disappointment it is. The way the Demon Shaft have played, 6 minutes of stoppage time. 3 minutes are already up. Just 3 more minutes. Don't concede. Don't concede that third goal. Otherwise, it will be a pure humiliation over here at the home. This is a pure humiliation which we are talking about. This is something which is not expected, and this is something really bad looking in. Oh my goodness, we have got that win. Vote. I think I should close that poll over there. Germany with 33%. My goodness, France with 33%. Extra time is going to be 33%. You guys expect this to be going on to the extra time? A miraculous 2 minutes, 2 goals? That is going to be a big disappointment. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Thilo Kehrer, Wirtz. Nothing creativity looking on from the mid page. Bishop now to Gnabry. Cross from Gnabry. Poor donkey shot from Serge Gnabry. That is a poor mule and a donkey shot from Serge Gnabry. Serge Gnabry should be just thrown out of Germany after such performances, as well as the likes of Leroy Sané and Voltemed should be thrown out of the under 21s. Pickup from Julian Nagelsmann has been a serious waste in this tournament. Jonathan Tah this time getting that to Kimmich. Whom is he going to pass? No one is making those spaces high up to be getting it. Look at that. Serge Gnabry not even ready to collect that pass from Thilo Kehrer and loses the possession with a throw coming in for France. 4 minutes 30 seconds are up. And those of you who are voting for that extra time, you think that in 1.5 minutes the Demon Chat will get 2 goals? You guys are out of your mind. I was just having that predictions that for the third spot, we made our predictions good. We knew that this was the result going to be happening. Wirtz getting that. Undav. Poor shot from Undav. At least Voltemed and the likes of Adeyemi were taking those shots. Those were straight into the hands of the goalkeeper Mike Magnan. But it is the likes of Fulkrug not getting a shot on target. It is Undav not getting anything coming on to the woodwork. Julian Nagelsmann, will he be thrown out of the naming chart for these poor performances and picking up of this initial lineup? Such a waste it was. Will Julian Nagelsmann be thrown out of Germania with this lineup? And that too, you are losing at your home. 5 minutes 40 seconds are up. Not a single goal. At your home you are losing like that. It is something which you can't expect to be happening. This is something which you can't just hide your face. The referee has blown the whistle, and it is the likes of Ivan Kurzialik, the referee. He did his decisions quite good today. No denying the fact, whatever decisions Ivan Kurzialik the referee on the pitch gave for today has been really perfect, and he has made those decisions really good. And finally, the whistle has been blown. I mean, to talk about this referee for today's game, Ivan Kozilik, all the decisions he was making for today were really good. And let me just end this poll because it has been a big humiliation and it has been a big disappointment, and that too at the home of your home. You haven't been getting anything. You have been just conducting those matches. That is what the Demon Shaft has done so far. The Demon Shaft has just conducted those games. That is what the result has been. Look at the stats over here. This has been really disappointing. I mean, who could have expected that this game is going to be such a waste? This game is going to be such a waste. Look at the stats. 20 shots were taken, 6 on target, and out of those 6 target, I would say in the first half a total of 4 big chances which the Germans have missed. 4 big chances the Germans have missed. Let me put those stats more clear over here. This has been really disappointing. This has been really disappointing. Look at this. What a disappointment for the Demon Shaft it is. Poor show and poor disappointment again. All the way it was the French who were not looking good from the start of the stream. Voltemat, what a poor performance it was. From the left part where we are having those players and those short maps, and on the right part of this we are having those total stats of the team. Look at that, 20 shots being taken, 6 on target, 4 big chances. Bad, bad, that is a bad. I mean, taking those shots inside the box, being a striker, being an attacker, and you are not being get it past the goalkeeper. 4 big chances, do you mean that? It was just the placement of the ball to that far post or to that bit wide angle where you could have got that goal. And you are that center forward, you are that striker, you have that mentality. But what is the likes of Julian Nagelsmann picking Voltemat and resulting in that big upsetting moments? Because Kai Havertz is on those injuries, Jamal Musiala is on those injuries, but you are playing for the Demon Shaft. You have to keep that mentality and you have to get hit, but you have been denied. What a man, what a pure performance. Pascal Gross, no denying the fact he was the only man, I would say, on the pitch for today. He has been getting those obstacles, and after his departure, we got that many conceding options for France as well in the second half. Fulkrug, he has become too old enough. Goretzka, too old enough. Adeyemi, what a waste this man. Karim Adeyemi, what a waste this man was. Karim Adeyemi was definitely the bad man. I think this man, Karim Adeyemi, was bribed. I think this man, Karim Adeyemi, was really bribed. No denying the fact this man, Karim Adeyemi, was really bribed for today's game. What a poor performance he had today. Rayan Cherki, quite decent. He has been seen, he has been moving on and off the pitch. He was getting those fluidity, he was making those passes, but it was Pascal Gross who was stopping this man, Rayan Cherki, for any of those assists as well as those creativity on the mid pitch. Cherki was decent. Bade, I would call him a good performance for today. Bade was having that big performance for today. Weeds, what do you call a 150 million transfer of Florian Wirtz? Today, I haven't seen anything creative from him coming on from the pitch. Adeyemi, again a bad waste. Adeyemi has been a bad waste. Wirtz again. Pascal Gross, this time it was so far from the box. Voltemat, my goodness, this man, Voltemat doesn't deserve to be in the senior team. Voltemat should be put back into those under 21s and he should get those training sessions good, and then he should be called on to the senior team. Mbappe, 45th minute, big chance wasted. Thuram, not decent. Mbappe, Thuram, and Mbappe. The combination was not looking good, but Lilian Thuram, his father, was complaining about Didier Deschamps that not picking up Marcus Thuram in the starting lineup. This is the reason why Didier Deschamps doesn't pick Thuram. 49 minutes, Mbappe again. Look at that. 49 minutes, it was a block from Mbappe. Cherki. Mbappe has also missed. Rayan Cherki also 53rd. 8-minute a miss. Thuram 59th minute. In the second half, it was all the way up to those 60 minutes for France to be taking those shots. Ademi again 59th minute. Every time Ademi was making those moves, it was looking like some baby is trying to do something big amongst the men. Ademi was playing like a baby, baby against men. Ademi was playing like that. Ademi on the 60th minute, waste. Mbappe 62 minute, that was the thing. It was a miss. Undav getting that on the 63rd minute. It was the opportunity but denied. Füllkrug on those 64 minutes again denied. 66 minutes Füllkrug again denied. Thuram on the 70th minute. Desiree after those 70 minutes when the likes of Pascal Gross was substituted. It was all the way for France to be making those counters. 77 minutes Desiree again. 79 minutes Mbappe. Kimmich on the 81st minute. Poor shot, not even close to the woodwork. Mbappe 82nd minute. Mark and Ter Stegen has been really safeguarding. Otherwise, today it would have been 4-0 or 5-0. Olise getting that on the 84th minute and assist. It was from Mbappe. Good one. Gnabry 86 minutes. Gnabry is also a poor stack of meat. 89 minutes. Kimmich. Füllkrug 90th minute. This was a big opportunity where Füllkrug or the likes of Undav could have got in, but they overlapped their position, intercepting each other inside the box. And the 5th minute, Undav frustrating, getting those shots, not even close to the woodwork. That has been the story so far. That has been the story so far. But look at this lineup. Rom decent, Wirtz decent, but not letting get creativity. Pascal Gross was good. Pascal Gross was the man up to those 70 minutes. I would say that he was denying any sort of midfield creativity from France. But ultimate Füllkrug, big disaster for today. Goretzka, 67 minutes. Ademi. Goretzka was decent. He did his job, what he was asked to. But Ademi, big waste again. Robin Koch, the second goal which happened, Robin Koch wasn't even aware that Jonathan Tah is the man available there. Jonathan Tah was doing his defensive skills good, but Robin Koch wasn't even aware that it was Jonathan Tah just behind him protecting the ball. But Robin Koch, with that interception, somehow he gave the ball to Mbappe for that second goal. Joshua Kimmich hasn't been that creative, but he has been consistent in most parts of the tournaments. You can't deny him. But looking about France, Colomboani disaster. They were having those injuries of Barcola, the likes of, Dembele. It was also the likes of Lenglet who were not available. Marcus Thuram, poor. Rayan Cherki was decent. Kylian Mbappé will be definitely the man of the match with those 1 goal and 1 assist. I think he will be the man. Rabiot, decent job. Tchouameni, decent job. Bate, decent job. Hernandez, decent job. But it is those decent job on the centre backs of France coming in, because in the stats, if you talk about, it is those 20 shots, 6 shots on target, and 4 big chances. I won't say that these are the 4 big chances. I would rather say these are those 6 big chances which the Germans have just missed. 6 big chances, not 4, for me. Dean was quite decent into that performance at times, but he denied Ademi anything. But in the substitutions, look at that. It was Ademi who was kept up to those 79 minutes, and Douglas man picking up the likes of Dennis Undav coming in, replacing Waldemar, Mittelstadt coming in, replacing Rom, Tom Bischoff coming in, replacing Goretzka, Thilo Kehrer coming in, replacing the likes of It was on the 73rd minute. Look at that. Thilo Kerrer coming in on the 73rd minute and replacing Gross. That was the time I thought that Julian Nagelsmann still be making those substitutions and dropping Adeyemi. But no, Adeyemi was kept up to those 79th minute and Serge Gnabry coming in onto those 79 minutes. That big stick of meat, Serge Gnabry coming in, and he was called onto the pitch. Leroy Sané not even called, but Deschamps giving those substitutions to Kohn, Desire Doué, Michael Olise. These were the two attacks. Desire Doué, Michael Olise. Deschamps has got that. Guendouzi coming on to the 90th minute just for the sake of that medal to be getting it. But look at that, the options which Nagelsmann was having. I would say the lineups which were picked by Nagelsmann was really bad. Oliver Baumann had a decent performance, but Ander ter Stegen was given that opportunity. I would say yes, Ander ter Stegen is definitely, you would say, some sort of big clinical aspects for saving he has got over Baumann, but Oliver Baumann has got those works done good, but he has been denied for these two games. Gossen's not a good man to be called on because he has got that age in his factor. Anton, poor performance in the previous, he was dropped. Pavlovic not being picked. Felix Mecha not picked. Andrik wasn't picked. That was a big upset. Leroy Sané. And the unavailability of Kai Havertz, the unavailability of Jamal Musiala, Bambi, the unavailability of Schlotterbeck. Most of the things were looking, the Germans are still in those transition phase where they are not looking good. Whereas Chevalier and Samba were the two goalkeepers for France. Pavard not given those opportunities. Konate was the man not picked up. That was some sort of upset from me. But despite that, Bale and the likes of Lucas Hernandez did their job good because it is those Bundesliga muscle memory where those two players for the defense were called. Kalulu not picked up. He had a bad performance in the previous one against Spain. Theo Hernandez given those rests. Zaire Emery also not being picked, but the injuries were really a factor over here. It was those injuries of Lenglet, Barcola, Dembele where they were being denied. But then also the stats over here are really disappointing. Four big chances if you are missing in a game, that is not, and the Germans have lost that. And in the race of this UEFA Nations League, it is the likes of, if we look at the tournament which is happening over here, look at that. It is Germany losing to Portugal. They won against Italy, but Italy were getting those comebacks, but somehow with a 1-goal margin, Germany making that to the semi-finals and losing to Portugal for that semi-finals, and then moving for the third spot in the Nations League, losing to France. But now, tonight, it will be the likes of Portugal against Spain, which will be happening for the finals at the Munich Allianz Arena. That will be having the next watch along for that. But what a disappointment that was. What a big disappointment that was. No denying the fact. And the Germans have lost that. Will Nagelsmann be sacked? The first lineup which Nagelsmann took, will that be the end of Nagelsmann's story at the Munich bust? Nagelsmann is going to be staying up to 2026. That will be the aspect, but Didier Deschamps has again proved that he is the man capable enough of taking France and winning against Germany and their soil. Germany hasn't been that threat because those attacks were really poor in those clinical finishings. That has been the story. I would just like to end this stream, and late night we will be coming on for the watch along where Portugal and Spain will be playing that. We will be making the analysis of this game as well as the late night watch along of Portugal and Spain. The analysis video of that will be coming up tomorrow morning. But next, we are having that in next 3 hours. We will be having the next live watch along of Portugal and Spain, the finals of the UEFA Nations League. Cristiano Ronaldo against the likes of Lamine Yamal. We'll be looking that. Till then, bye bye, good night, keep going, and yes, Demon Shaft, do give your views on that chat that whether Nagelsmann picked the lineup good for the Nations League semi-finals or the third spot. Was that the thing which he did good as a job? Give your views on that, and tomorrow morning do watch our football analysis video of Portugal and Spain, what the result will be, and this game Germany and the likes of France, what happened. But next lineup is the live watch along of Portugal and Spain coming up in just 3.5 hours. Bye bye.